the right to peacefully assemble.
Obstacle we face, the biggest obstacle you face is complacency. It's complacency because complacency is the fear of what will happen if we stick our neck on the line. And the gentleman who is coming up next has stuck his neck on the line. He has spoken out. Randy McArthur, you probably heard it on the news, is president and CEO of the Martin Bakery. He is an icon in the Anchor St. Louis area. Randy and Martin Bakery made national headlines last week when they took on Representative Russ Carnahan and their rival. She got 40,000 pounds of meat. Kevin Carnahan voted yes to their job and voted yes on the county tax legislation. And now, here he is, giving a standing ovation for taking on the powers that be, Randy McArthur.
Thank you. I'm not going to Happy Independence Day, Missouri. Well, I'm really pleased to be on this important the most important day, not just for this representatives in turn are supposed to carry out the wishes of the voters who elected them. This works well as long as the electorate takes the time to make their wishes known to their representatives and then to monitor and hold them responsible for their votes. But history has shown us, and in times like these, there are times when those of us that are voters in the electorate, we tend to be complacent. Not only are we complacent, we grow into be apathetic. Times like this, public servants are replaced by career politicians. Politicians who are motivated primarily by power and greed. Right. Politicians who allow special interest groups and high-dollar lobbyists to replace the will of the people. Politicians who want to create a system where the people are dependent on the government instead of the government being dependent on the people.
Well, let's just leave it at that. In 2009, he joined Dana Loesch, Mike Leahy, and millions of others who were simultaneously kicked away by trillions of dollars in giveaways to overeducated, failed business people who were smart enough to invest heavily in Washington business and politicians. Bill is the main author of the St. Louis Tea Party's official website, stlouisteaparty.com, and a known extremist. Bill will discuss honoring our troops, the Constitution, and whatever. Welcome, Bill Dennis.
For us in the shadow of the arch, it's a beautiful evening, 68
had something.
People trying to jockey to represent a grassroots movement, you need to be suspicious of those people. Because that's how we got the government we have right now. But this is the thing. The media and the government are having such a hard time realizing that we're just common people. Good grief. I studied journalism. I didn't do anything with that, obviously. Studied print journalism. I'm a housewife. I'm a Christian. I'm a mother. I'm a daughter. I'm all of that stuff first. The stuff that I do on radio, the stuff I write online, I don't live to work, I work to live. And my dog in this fight is my husband and my children and their future and the future of your children. You don't have to be a pedigreed person to be an activist, and that's what they're trying to tell you. And I know her name was brought up once, but this is the best example. Sarah Palin isn't liked by a lot of people. Such sexism. She's a common woman. She shoots moose. She rides a snowmobile. She enjoys her family. She enjoys the outdoors. She doesn't have this pedigree. They're trying to tell you, me, all of us, that you have to have a pedigree to represent the common people in an elected office or to be an activist or anything else. That's ridiculous. That's what they try to tell us, that you have to be fancy. Well, you have to go to an Ivy League school, and you have to dress in fantastic $500, $1,000 suits, and you have to drive a Bentley, and your last name has to be Kennedy or Cuomo or